lastly, I'll go over the assumptions and projections for 2020 and 2021. So let's go ahead and get started. So the brief history of EMI is they are known as the greatest name in the history of music, with roots stretching back to the beginning of recording. They've also been at the forefront of music around the world, bringing artists as diverse such as Queen, the Beatles, Robbie Williams, Pink Floyd, and the list of names goes on and on. In 2012, unfortunately, EMI was acquired by UMG, also known as Universal Music Group. So now we're going to take a look at where EMI was statistically during the case. They were appearing to have managed the company efficiently during this period, with the music division having achieved operating margins that rose from 14.5% in 2009 up to 15.7% in 2010. We also show that the publishing division showed an improvement of 15% in their EBITDA from 184 million reported from 2009 to 2010. So in the end, these figures indicate that EMI's operating margins rose from 28% up to 31% between the years 2009 to 2010. In spite of these conditions, EMI still was able to achieve phenomenal success during this period. And this was due to the release of their remastered Beatles collection. And this was the company's best-selling project, and it broke multiple chart records globally, including the most simultaneous titles released by a single artist. This proved to be one of the most beneficial outcomes they achieved, and that resulted from their effective consumer insight and marketing strategies. It also changed the way EMI developed and promoted their music products to drive sales. Publishing revenues remained stout and continued to excel in the discovery of new music with an unmatched ability to find and nurture the very best songwriting talent. As it was later revealed, this was partially due to revenues collected from mechanical royalties of CDs, DVDs, and digital download sales, performance royalties from radio, TV, and concerts, synchronization royalties from the use of music in computer games and commercials, as well as mobile products, stage productions, and sheet music. In the interim, the global music market share increased from 2009 to 2010, yet the firm was still challenged by an overall decline in physical sales that was not offset by growth in digital sales. Due to the market decline, EMI Music continued to develop its strategy of diversifying their revenue streams into areas like merchandising, live recordings, and other innovative digital platforms. EMI's report divulged that the firm faced considerable risk that resulted in a declining market for recorded music products. The added pressure to bring down the pricing of music products also played a role in the decline of their profit margins. Furthermore, their business was reliant on discovering and exploiting new income streams due to revenue losses from such occurrences like illegal music downloads and sharing, as well as the eventual erosion of copyright protection that introduced concerns of potential exploitation of their intellectual property and publishing assets. And during my research, I found that while EMI continued to sign new songwriters and artists, they chose to focus on signing them to multi-right deals or label-like services if they did not want a label. And this allowed for old as well as new artists to ink deals for publishing, sound recording, and merchandise whenever they wanted. And it also afforded EMI the opportunity to make money for themselves as well as the artists on numerous fronts. In the meantime, EMI Music Publishing also experienced a 13% increase in profits, going from $150 million in 2009 to $184 million in 2010, which consisted of some of the best songs and songwriters in the world. In addition, EMI worked diligently to create new relationships with brands and businesses to support their music products. As a result, they reported sharp increases in licensing revenue from a variety of media outlets and continued diversifying their publishing revenue streams. This strategy proved effective in enabling the firm to maintain growth during a period of economic downturn. Now, we have to take a step back and analyze where we can improve as a company. They never looked at strategies or standards beyond their own industry, and innovation by a computer giant such as Apple was therefore not foreseen. EMI slowly started embracing new technology in the early 2000s and licensed its content at least partially to other services. However, EMI was still not very keen on investing in the technology itself. As the company stated in its annual report of 2000, digital revenues came mostly from websites with streaming or download capabilities and ringtones. So we've decided that for EMI going forward, our mission statement as well as our vision is going to be to stand out amongst the music industry as the fiercest label that comprises recording and production and values true artistry among all artists who enter our doors. And our vision for EMI is to ensure every artist feels like family and as though they're a valuable asset as we continue to rise to the top as a music label. Our strategic analysis is that we will be doing an environmental scan of our external environment to help build and determine the business strategy that we see fit to move forward, and we will do this by conducting a micro-environmental analysis. We will then utilize Porter's 5 forces to strategize how to perform a macro-environmental analysis of our leading industry threats and opportunities. And this will incorporate monitoring and forecasting of our competition. So at the end of our analysis, we have decided that our strategy for EMI is going to be the international business strategy. And underneath that umbrella, the transnational business strategy falls underneath that, which is essentially the strategy that we have decided to go with. And what we're seeking to achieve is increased market share, economies of scale, as well as advantages of locations being expanded beyond our home base, which is located in London, UK. So our assumptions and projections starting in 2020 are that we decided to acquire a recording studio at the start of the fiscal year, and this will be for $124 million, and we are expecting to make $4,000 a month, and this is based off of $200 per hour with the minimum of 4 hours a session. These sessions will allow us to increase our revenue by $1.46 billion a year. Now, this cost is allocated towards research and development, operating capital, owner and employee salaries, and marketing. We're increasing our revenue based off of sales of cell phone cases and pop sockets on the major platform Amazon for $15 each, and our net sales will have an increase of 9% service based off EMI publishing. We will also become a vendor and sell our cell phone cases and pop sockets at Coachella to promote EMI recording label, and the vendor fee for this will cost $7,500 for the 6-day music festival. Hanging on to the momentum of the Bohemian Rhapsody biopic from 2018, we will digitally release a greatest hits album by Queen in 2021, which will also include licensing fees to Sony. This not only allowed us to celebrate this huge box office hit, but they were also the highest Oscar winner in 2019. Queen has had an amazing run in the music industry, and what better way to pay homage to a group that has been with us for over 40 years than to release this greatest hits album. So this would increase our digital music sales by 20% in the first week after its release. And our total net sales services will also have increased by 10% due to an increase of orders on Amazon. And our cost of sales products will also have seen an increase of 10%, as well as EMI's publishing will have seen an increase of 9%. So now I would like to pass it off to my partner, Felicia Daniels, and she will continue on with our assumptions and projections for 2022 going on to 2024. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Felicia Daniels, and I will be discussing EMI's projections for year 2022 to 2024. For 2022, EMI has purchased a larger recording studio, which will increase our net sales to 15%. This vertical integration will allow EMI to produce its own output of music and work directly with each artist to reduce costs. For artists who are doing a lot of recording, we will allow a membership fee, which will be an economical way to get ample time to record and stress their creative wings. Due to streaming and subscriptions on demand, for example, Spotify, Pandora, and iTunes, which gives an amount of total users to be 20 to 28 million. We have cut production costs by 50%, and that will offset those costs with a 20% licensing fee to allow a contract with major production studios to use our music in upcoming TV and movie projects. Netflix recently announced the Choose Your Own Soundtrack feature that's begun to open up the path for user-customized music content. Okay, this is 2023. Now, EMI has merged with a well-established record label for $5.5 million, which will increase our market share by 20%. For the 37th anniversary of Live Aid, we will put on a concert to promote our new artists and upcoming artists at Wimbledon Stadium. 50% of these proceeds will go towards Live Aid. We will pay $20,000 for the cost of renting the stadium and the price of $150 per ticket, and EMI will also issue licensing fees to Sony Music. The music industry's revenue is thanks to the digital music phenomenon, such as music streaming services and track downloads, now accounts for 45% of total global music revenue compared to 39% of physical sales. With the bargaining power of customers getting higher due to the fact of competition and online privacy, EMI decided to cope with this force by using promotions and providing discounts and free mini concerts to draw and attract customers. The music industry is in the midst of a growth period. The total revenues increased 10% in 2024 to $4.6 billion, and streaming is making up 3/4 of revenue. The industry is healthy, which allowing streaming technology to basket physical sales, which are only a fraction of what they used to be. But we still have major labels, as in release dates, worldwide tours, recording contracts, and record industry executives. So for 2024, we have decided to increase our revenue by 18% to put on a hologram tour of the Beatles, which will be held in Hyde Park, and the cost incurred will be about $250,000. Each ticket will price roughly at $75 each, with 150,000 people. Based on ticket sales alone, that will allow us to bring in $13.5 million after a 10% payment for promotion fees. cost of sales will increase by 6% by venue rental. For people that aren't able to attend the concert, we will partner up with HBO to premiere this concert where everyone can get that live experience. With the Spice Girls just completing their European tour, that will allow them to release a digital album, which will increase our net sales, our increased sales by 15% in 2024. And that will penetrate the market to lower our margins in order to generate scale-based profits. This is our ROI for each year. As you can see, from 2020 to 2024, it has increased by 200%. Thank you.